Welcome to the Wrap-Up, a VR live stream focused on keeping you up to date with the adoption of universal profiles and growth of the new creative economy. Join us as we uncover the fusion of technology, artistry, and innovation that's redefining how we create, share, and experience in this digital age. It's time to wrap it up. Welcome to that. Oh man, I got totally thrown off by that new graphic. Welcome back to the wrap up. Today's January 12th. The year is 2024. And if you haven't already, please take a moment to click that like button and subscribe. It helps a ton and ensures that you don't miss any of our upcoming episodes. Also, be sure to find us on Common Ground in the MetaHeads and KEEZ communities, because Common Ground is the Web3 community platform that we've all been waiting for. Alts, how's it?
Lauren, my guy. Goes great. Yes, we got a nice new little look here. If you haven't noticed, we've been upgrading our graphics, working on rolling out some new aesthetics, give it a little upgrade for the fam. But Friday's going good. Hope everyone out there and the digital realm is having a wonderful Friday and a great start to your weekend.
A great start to the weekend. It is a great start to the weekend. And I'm not going to get past this screen right here without saying happy birthday to our friend Rob, the director Rob, who made all these graphics happen. Rob, happy birthday.
R.O.B. Rob. R.O.B. Rob. Rob.
Happy birthday, fam. Please, guys, shout him some love in the comments and on the tweeters.
Yes, on the tweeters. And just so everyone is very clear, I did happen to secure on the secondary market a mint pass for Upturn. So we will be having the Rob token on the LUKSO network.
I need it. I need some Rob token.
Need so much Rob. All right. The only question is, what is the supply of Rob?
42 billion.
42 billion. All right, cool. Rob, you get at least one of those tokens.
That's nice. Yeah, that's a nice allocation for the Inspirator.
Oh, God. All right. Given that we have a lot to get over and go through in this show today, because it's been quite a busy week for LUKSO, which is fantastic. Let's hear from our friends and sponsors over at LEEQUID, and then we'll get into the show. LEEQUID, a liquid staking solution tailored for the LUKSO blockchain, enables low-friction staking of LYX tokens redeemable for SLYX tokens on a one-to-one basis. Its custom liquidity pool allows for quick staking changes, avoiding traditional network delays. Supported by LUKSO advisors and launched post-consensus audit in October of 23, LEEQUID ensures a secure and user-friendly staking experience. Be sure to follow LEEQUID on Twitter for opportunities to earn passive rewards while participating in the overall security of the LUKSO network. All right, coming in hot with our top story, we've got Universal Page. All right, Universal Page is lending us a helping hand with mainstream adoption and recovery. And Universal Page launched for the public on the 8th of January. And somebody in this, what do we call it? Call here? Is this a call? Is this a video? I don't even know. Somebody launched a collection during that. Who was that? Was that you, Alts?
Yes.
Yes.
We'll call it during this experience or adventure, we'll call it.
Yeah, the Pixels collection minted out almost instantaneously. Maybe it lasted a fraction of a second, and it's been pretty hot on the secondary. Alts, what was your inspiration behind Pixels?
And just this amazing community. Like, if you don't know Alts, I've been a degen for LUKSO, I mean, for several years now. And I've just only grown to love everything that the team has been doing and building, and their vision and the founders, as well as the community. And I love our crazy sense of humor that we have. We have so many wonderful, inside jokes and memes and, things that have happened at live events, and just so much cool culture and vibe that we've created. And like I said, before I even got into LUKSO, I spent a couple of years just bouncing around shitcoining, trying to test out different communities, but this one just always hit totally different for me. This is where I've always was meant to be. I felt like, so I just kind of wanted to curate a collection that represented the lore that we've been building this whole time. So each one is, kind of inspired by something within this ecosystem that we love so much. And I'd love to see all these other projects dropping already. It's such a wonderful jumpstart to this next phase of our adventure, putting these, LSP7s and LSBAs to work. Like NFT 2.0 is upon us, my fam.
NFT 2.0 is definitely upon us. Thank you, Boost, for one helping to put the infrastructure of the network together, and then two making sure that you're helping out creators like Alts, so we can all degen on the Luxo network. I know that's something you're really excited to do too, as well, Boost.
Yeah, shout out Boost.
All right. Another collection that launched on the 8th is Chill Whales. And I was actually refreshing the screen just a second ago, and we're moving towards mint out. We're at 550 less left.
Ooh.
Maybe by the end of the show, we'll be totally minted out. Not even sure.
Yeah, we'll keep you guys updated on that. I'm sure everybody else is staring at that, refreshing as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I actually I went shopping today on secondary. I picked up a Datzel because the first NFT on mainnet is kind of cool, right?
It's
I
very
figured
cool. Yeah.
I'd grab one of those elastic realms. I think it's rad. I like
Yeah,
this.
it's a beautiful piece.
Yeah, for sure, dude, for sure. So, yeah, and then I caved on chill whales. I mean, I had bought my whale list of my OG allotment of 3, but seeing as this number is racing towards 0 and reveal for the collection left, I figure I would help it out a little bit.
Thanks for your support and getting us closer to reveal, because I know everybody wants to see what they got.
Oh, for sure, for sure. All right. Okay, so like we said, universal page launch, everyone's had a lot of good feelings. We're super pumped about it. But if you are paying attention to community channels, if you're paying attention to the discords, the common grounds, the telegrams, you know that some people have been having some issues with the browser extension and then losing access to their universal profiles. We told you a few weeks ago, right? Go slow. This is a beta. Don't put your life's worth in there, because unfortunately, right now we're still working out some kinks. So this actually brings us to a tweet alts from the ERC 725 account. It says, important announcement for universal profile users: do not delete or reinstall your extension. If you have issues with the Universal Profile Browser extension or relay services, please do not delete or reinstall the extension. Doing so could risk the recovery of your profile at this time, as we have recently discovered a controller malfunction. We highly recommend you to reveal the private keys as a personal backup and keep them in a safe place until we provide further details. If you set up a two-factor authenticator as recovery, please ensure that it was set up correctly using the related guide and RFAQ. Our team is actively working on a fix. Please use the support and bugs channel on the Discord to report any issues. For personal support, please get in touch with us via support@luxo.networks. And they ask for your patience and understanding, and they're going to give further updates once we release an updated version of the extension with the praying hands. Okay. Great announcement from Universal Profiles, the ERC 725 account. I also noticed that there's only about 1,900 people following that account. That is a crying shame. If you are in this ecosystem and you are not following that account on the Twitterverse, in the X land, whatever you want to call it, then you're missing out on potential really important announcements like that one or other alphas that could be dropped by that official account. Again, that is an official account behind Universal Profiles. They use it to communicate important news like this. Whew. All right.
Yeah, take a breath, E. Take a breath, E. But yeah, he's right. Make sure you're following that account, because even moving forward, like, they're probably going to give us some insight, and they might be the first place we see like bigger accounts that actually make it up because they are plugged in. And then plus every announcement. So yeah, make sure you're following the ERC, the official ERC 725 account. But yeah, there was a lot to digest there, right? Like, we've been mentioning for a while now, like, it's beta, start slow. But of course, like, it's hard now because of things like Universal Page making us want to have some fun with our tokens, right? So, do what you can to back up that seed phrase. And we'll go over some other options here as well. But, when you first set up your account, you can do the recovery either via email or Google 2FA. And they highlight in there a link to go through the process. And actually, that leads us into our next tweet, which
Yes.
is basically you can copy the create manage controller address from within your universal profile extension, and you can then input that into the universal profile search engine, and it will pull up and let you know if you have a recovery attached. You can show that next one, Rob. we have a little example showing exactly what it is we're talking about here. So you just drop your controller address there, and it'll pull up a message like in the top right there at recovery up 10. It'll tell you that, okay, cool, you have that one there. But this is still beta, and they're still ironing out some kinks and things. So there is another option as well that we'll get into here in a second.
Yeah, yeah. If you open up your profile, your browser extension, okay, and you open up the controllers and you find that you only have 2 there, that means that you have not had the backup configured appropriately. There could be many reasons for this. I we're not gonna go into why this might have happened. I think in my case, I think I tried to use Brave to create my original profile extension. I don't know, but I'm one of the people that only had 2 controllers and not 3. I didn't find out that this was gonna be a big problem, because I had my Google Authenticator, right? I was able to go in, I was able to hit recover, you could see my profile, it had the recover little button on it. I thought it was safe, I thought everything worked great. It wasn't until I made the critical error of trying to import that profile by recovering it onto a different machine underneath the same Chrome profile, like, bonehead movie Felorian, that I overwrote that extension and I lost access to my profile. This would have been completely friggin' tragic. And like I would have gotten over it, but at the end of the day, I would have lost access to it had I not taken advantage of, again, universal profiles. I'm sorry, universal page, the hero that we didn't
Mhm.
know we needed, but is there for us. And like Alt has been alluding to, there is another way to make sure you can recover your profile if you do not have the recovery from LUKSO set up appropriately. So if you check your your controllers and you see you only have 2 there, again, I would say this is really important for you to go to Universal Page and check out their email up control. Even if you have 3 and you have the recovery set up appropriately, still not a bad idea for many reasons. All
Yeah,
right.
I think you should do all 3. I think you should make sure that your controller recovery is set up properly. I think you should back up your private key, and then I think you should also do the universal page email sign up.
Yeah. And you get the added benefit with Universal Page if you do the up control, right? Because the email up control truly upgrades the blockchain experience, alts. I know
Yeah.
that you've used this.
Yes, yes, I have, and it's beautiful because, I mean, most of us do a lot of our degenning, on the browser and in our on our PCs and laptops and stuff. But sometimes you're on the go and you still want to be able to mint. So once you connect that email, it allows you to just access that anywhere on the go. It's so seamless, but it also adds that extra benefit of being able to recover through your email, which is wonderful, right? So that's the ultimate backup plan. And as these things will get improved, right? Everything's getting worked on right now, but it's great to have that added bonus there. And yeah, so that you can see here, Jake's going through the process. This is the new like crypto UX that we're talking about here. A newbie within 40 seconds could go on there, input an email, back it up, make their own password, and be minting an NFT with no gas within 45 seconds. Like it is just insane. And you can see there he's got Jake123, a universal page name, which they've actually shut down the free option of that, where they were doing free ones for every new user. But, people exploited it and made a bunch of extra profiles trying to farm the page names. So they had to end up shutting that down. But they're still very reasonably priced, for a universal page name, like a subdomain on their site. And it's basically priced out by the number of letters, whether it's like 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the longer the letters, the cheaper it is, but still very reasonably priced, in my opinion. But, yeah, the seamless UX on the mobile, is there's just nothing else out there like it.
Yeah, you can either sign up and create a universal profile right from their graphical interface there, right when it says sign up with email. If you don't already have a universal profile, you can create one and you can use this platform and participate in the I don't know, like let's call it all the fun that people are having on
Yeah, yeah,
Universal Page on the first all these NFT drops. You can do that and basically sign up right from here. You don't even need any Lux. You can use the Universal Pages relayer. They'll pay the gas, which is fantastic. The one thing that is key to mention here is if you create the universal profile through the U Pages sign up, you will not have access to the Luxo relayer. If you want access to the Luxo relayer, you have to create it through the universalprofiles.cloud website. That's just like a little bit of a caveat. Alt's made a nice little video there on how to fund your um, uh, the controller address that's associated with the universal profile, right, Alts?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you can pay your own gas if you don't want to use the relayer. This is really not a big deal. I just want to make people aware of it. I'll give you the summary from the Medium article that Jake put together about this email up control. They say Jake says in summary, Universal Page is revolutionizing the blockchain experience by introducing a user-friendly interface that bridges the gap between the complex Web3 ecosystem and the more familiar Web 2 environment. Our key innovation, leveraging universal profiles and email up control, simplifies the onboarding process, making blockchain interactions more accessible and secure. The key points from the article. Now, you can go and read this article from the Universal Page Medium, but just giving it to you here. A simplifies Web3 experience. They're transforming the cumbersome Web3 onboarding to an intuitive Web 2 like experience, making it easier for newcomers to navigate the blockchain world. Universal Profiles, moving beyond traditional key-based wallets. Universal Profiles offers a secure and versatile way to manage digital identities and assets. You get enhanced security and user control because the platform, meaning Universal Page, ensures robust security and a straightforward password recovery process, giving users complete control over their Universal Profiles, and without even having a mobile app for Universal Profiles available, you, Universal Page gives you mobile accessibility and flexibility because they provide that seamless mobile experience through this email up control. There's a lot in here. You should dig into the article if you want to understand it more. Thank you, Jake. Thank you, Vlad, for providing this option. I would not have my universal profile had I not taken advantage of this email up control before I went and nuked my profile.
Yeah, shout out, Jake and Vlad, man. You guys have just been crushing it. I bet you're working so hard. We appreciate everything you guys do, to really help, allow us to have some fun with these tokens we've been holding for so long and to really start utilizing this new UX. So we appreciate everything you do. We know you guys are hard at work. And, that being said, ETH, when you use this email as to either create or backup, make sure it's a properly secured email. Make sure that you have 2FA set up on your email. You don't want to lose access to that email or, get it hacked. So that is definitely a bottleneck for your security, right? Of course. So make sure you should be using 2FA for your emails anyways, but it's just a friendly reminder to do that.
Yes, and you can only have one universal profile associated with that email. So think about what you're doing. Don't just grab some random mass email that you have that's like your spam email. Like really, really pay attention to what you're doing here. Think about your operational security and how you want to go about using this platform. As a additional piece here, Jake and Vlad are not just two kook developers. Vlad is a very, very seasoned developer. He's worked on a lot of projects. You should check out his LinkedIn if you're worried about the professionalism of this team. Between Jake and Vlad, they are an extraordinarily professional team. They are using the latest encryption methods to make sure that email up control protects your privacy and your assets. If you want to understand it more, again, visit their docs.
Well said. Well said.
All right,
Well, should we get into the market chop?
let's do it. Up and to the right. And up and to the right, we provide a weekly review of the markets from a LUKSO perspective. We present a range of prices from the lowest to the highest, and then we give you the prevailing price at the time of the broadcast. Remember, what you hear in this podcast is just our opinion and not professional financial advice. We're not experts, and if you need specific advice, please ask someone who's a professional in that area. Listen at your own risk and always double check before making decisions based on what we talk about. That current price is wrong, Alt. It's wrong.
It's
Let me
so
get it.
wrong. It's
Because
wrong
the
on so
market
many
moved
levels.
this morning.
Yeah, Bitcoin decided to sell the news and just rip everything down. Oh, Danilo, happy birthday, Rob. Indeed, happy birthday, Rob. Shout out.
Happy birthday, Rob. Everybody wants to get on the Rob birthday train. All right, we got a current price of $9.48. That's our current price. You can see we had a 7-day high of 1053 and a 7-day low of 922. We're definitely chopping into the right at the moment. If you're wondering what the rank is, the rank moved back to 231 on this little dip ski that we're having here, but I'm not overly concerned, Alts, because we see where the fundamentals are going and
Oh
everything is
yeah,
getting stronger.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm not concerned. Like I said, we're kind of on track anyways, right? We're the expected like value of Bitcoin was like 40 to 50K at the halving. So we're literally right in that zone anyways. There's just gonna be some more volatility around the ETFs, of course. But yeah, the fundamentals, man, when you look at, which is great, one of the things about the Luxo Block Explorer, it's very easy. You can see a lot of statistics right there. It's beautiful. I love it. And you can see the number of universal profiles. We're averaging like now 1,000 profiles per day. That's just wild. But you can see the number of transactions picking up and the number of active wallets, and it's just the network effect is really starting to ramp up already. So that's the real thing. That's the real judge of where this is all headed. The price, it's lagging. It's not necessarily directly correlated instantly, right? So that's the real charts that you want to be looking at, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'll agree with you. I'll agree with you right there. We actually do have a chart from Maximus.lux. It says, imagine being here, but now with the full tech ready to hit, more people aware, dApps building and going to come one after another. Back in the days, people didn't even understand what problem blockchain will have to face. Luxo is already having a solution. Interesting. So, what we're looking at with that chart is look at that long accumulation period moving to the right. You don't it I mean, we're in such a good spot right now because everything is getting stronger from a network fundamentals perspective, and we've just been moving steadily to the right. Not down, just steadily to the right. That initial up and to the right that you're seeing, at the beginning part of that chart, again, very low flow immediately after the RICO, and that's why we had that explosive price movement. But if you think that we can't get explosive price movement like that again, you're crazy. You're
I'll tell
crazy,
you
man.
this, the longer you go right, the more the ceiling for the upside goes. So yeah, that's like we've gone right like over twice the length of the vertical already. So yeah, there's a lot of room to have fun in 2024, 2025, I think.
I like your wisdomness.
Well, let's head to the next one. Actually, we've got a great, well done. Teamwork makes the dream work. So we actually had reached out and started blasting CoinGecko with submissions to get Luxo listed in the social fi category. Because if you understand social fi and what Luxo can do with these new LSPs, yeah, we definitely, most definitely belong in there. In fact, I think we are the blockchain best suited for that. So shout out fam who submitted. We appreciate you. Well done.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for making the dream happen. Teamwork always makes us stronger. These call to actions, if we all jump on it, is only going to yield positive results for us, provided we do it the right way and we're not complete assholes when we do it, right?
Yeah, for sure. Don't be yeah, do it the right way. Web3 the right way. Well,
Web3 the
let's
right
we
way.
talked a little bit about the network there. Let's dive in a little bit deeper, shall we?
Yeah, sure.
Process.
All right. Getting into our staking dashboard, you can see that we have a nominal change, but we're getting more stake Lux, another 5,728 new stake Lux this week, added us 179 validators to our group with 8 more nodes. You can see the network is growing. APR dipping a little bit, but we expect that. I bet you once we get staking services on, that'll dip more close towards like 5.5% or 6%. But I'll tell you, this is a fantastic opportunity for you to get involved in securing this network. So if you're holding on to Lux and you don't know what to do with it, well, one, consider being a validator at home. Consider either purchasing a dApp node or buying your own equipment and running the dApp node software. And if that's something you can't do, but you're just sitting on some Lux, perhaps when the staking pools open back up, you get involved with that. But it's a great way for you to earn a little yield and help with the overall security of the blockchain.
Yes, indeed. Put that licks to work. Look at this one. I love this one. Total burn. Now we're up to 191 and counting.
Yeah, it's fun to see that we got the burn going on there, but it's such a small amount. When we really start to cook, that'll be, it's going to be an extreme number, right? We're going to have a huge number there, and that's going to excite everyone. I think the most exciting part here is alts. If you look at how many universal profiles that we've created, and this is like over a couple days, right?
Yeah, we are currently actually right now at 8,110. So we're continued growth on the universal profile front, which is what we really want to see.
Oh, dude, that is so cool. I'm so pumped about that. When we look at actually the first tweet that we had in this grouping, it was actually an announcement from LUKSO that says, "Yay, we're over 5,000." LUKSO better get ready to start tweeting repeatedly because we're about to hit 10K. And from 10K, I feel like the ceiling is our only limit. Like the sky is the limit. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, Despo put out a tweet. I think it was yesterday, just kind of like a vote of how many profiles you think there's going to be at the end of the year. And I started just kind of trying to do the math and calculate the trend and where it's headed. And it's like, I think we're going to see a lot of universal profiles getting made this year, especially when you just consider like it's not like creating an ETH wallet, right? Or a MetaMask. Like it's so easy. So the number of wallets and none of universal profiles that we're going to see, I think that sort of growth is just going to be insane. That's my take on it.
Well, what's really cool is, there are a lot of people that are embracing the chain. I love having that lower third title, Rob. Thanks for
Beautiful.
throwing
Yeah.
that in there. We're going to see a lot of people embracing the chain in ways that it just hasn't happened before because it's so easy. Like we mentioned before on the up um, email up control, you can just pop right in those. You can just, what am I trying to say? You can create a universal profile so easily from your phone. I see a lot of people doing it and not having any problems and enjoying the experience. Like I feel like that's got a little bit of virality to it, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, for sure. Actually, what Jack just said there, it's a catalyst for sure. It's going to be this jumping point to this new paradigm shift.
Yes, new paradigm shift. Sorry, just monitoring our internal chat there. Looks like we had no audio on a stinger.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, sometimes you break a few eggs to make an omelet, right?
it happens. It's all part of the processes.
Oh, thanks, Kanto. That's right. Happy birthday, Rob.
If you're just now tuning in, it is Rob's birthday. Let him know.
I almost asked for the Rob song again. We'll hold off to the
We'll
end.
hold off. We'll hold off. Yeah.
All right, got another tweet from LUKSO here. Is a small thread, right? That was attached to this Medium article. It says LSP7 not only addresses the limitations of ERC20, but also introduces groundbreaking capabilities to provide a robust foundation for the next generation of digital assets. And it says learn about key differences between 7 and the ERC20 token standards. I think the best way to look at that, if you don't want to look at the Medium article, it is an excellent article written by Bianca. You can just check out this tweet from Bianca and look at the table. Ready? Let's throw that table up,
Yeah.
Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the table. Alts. What do you notice on the right-hand side?
A lot of check marks that do not exist on the left-hand side.
Oh, good. I'm glad we're on the same wavelength.
Yeah, I mean, in layman's terms, ERC20 is 1.0, LSP is 2.0. ERC 721 is NFT 1.0, LSP 8 is NFT 2.0. And there's a lot of new stuff that comes in the 2.0 that the 1.0 cannot do.
I think one of my favorite parts about this network, I'm going to make a rough quote of Yaman here. If as a user you have to understand this, then we failed, right? The LUKSO network
Yeah.
is literally attempting to just kind of, I mean, if you're interested and you want to know, it's here, but this shouldn't be a precursor, like this prerequisite to you using Universal Page. You shouldn't have to know what an LSP7 is or that it's any different, right? You just,
Yeah.
I want this, so I'm going to get it. And as a developer, you can take advantage of the fact that instead of paying the gas for each transaction every time you send a 7, you can send out a batch of LSP7s on one transaction. Isn't that fun?
Batch transactions is dope. Yeah, that's such an awesome feature.
Yeah. All right. Sick. So if you want to pause, you want to look at that, go right ahead. We're not going to go any deeper into it. Please check out the Medium article from Bianca if you really want to get a good read. But the TLDR 7 is way cooler than the 20.
Well, let's actually take a look at another comparison. We got a tweet here from Hugo comparing the OpenSea EOA versus the Universal Profile on Universal Page, and you can see the difference there. What do you notice as the difference there, Eth?
Who owns that contract? F51 F15C93. Who the hell is that? I have no idea. I don't get it.
Sounds like a rug.
Sounds like a rug to me, Board 8 Yacht Club. But you can see right away on the right who owns Dwoobs, right? Like that's an easy thing to see, and I think that that's really cool. And that's just the beginning. That's the tip of the iceberg, as Hugo would say.
Yeah, the fact that you can see the name and the PFP there, it's just so beautiful because it's extracting that from the universal profile, right? Well, that's the difference is that these profiles exist on chain as opposed to OpenSea. Your profile it's just on their centralized server. You don't even own it. They can just delete it at any point in time. People get banned on there all the time, right? So like that's the vast difference. And we're going to continue to see, new iterations. It's like that transaction app that they launched showcasing all the transactions that are happening on LUKSO, and you get these little emojis and you can see really cool stuff. And that's still just like super early iterations of these things. I think it's going to be really cool as we move forward.
Yeah. So I know we have that tweet lined up from Fabian says, hey, nice timeline. That's the transactions.app. That's what Alts was alluding to. And if you go to txs.app and you scroll, you're going to find a lot of interesting stuff. You might even find that I purchased 39 chill whales this morning. Right. I was just trying to do my part, friends. But like it's again, Alts put out this call to action to get LUKSO listed as a social fi, under the social fi category for blockchain. The reason for it, obviously, LUKSO is a layer one, but you can see how the social aspect of the, what do I want to say? The social connectivity of the users is
Right.
the most important element of this blockchain. Like we want people to be interconnected. We want there to be reputation that is built from using your universal profile. And we want things to be human readable, right? We want this thing to be easy and fun to engage with, right?
Yeah.
We don't want it to be intimidating. That's just going to scare people off.
Well, that's the whole point of this new UX is it gives us the ability to meet the people where they're at. You know what this reminds me of? Like Venmo, right? When you can see your transactions, you see little emojis and you can see names, right? Like that's where you meet people where they're at. They can easily understand what's going on here. If you send them to Etherscan, they're gonna be like, what is happening? Right? Like this is just so much easier
Oh yeah.
already.
You go to transactions or txs.app right now, you can even see when a universal profile is created. It literally has a line item that says universal profile
Yeah,
created.
it's beautiful.
It's cool, man.
I mean, even on Universal Page already, if I send somebody an NFT when you transfer it, it sends them a GIF. Like the ability to send graphics and messages on chain, like through profiles, that's another part of that social interactions, right?
Yeah. All right. Update here because I keep hitting refresh.
Okay, what do we got? What do we got?
222 chill whales available, friends.
We're down to the home stretch. Oh, Jack just picked up 3 more.
Yeah, we are on the
Degen
home
fam.
stretch. Be a really fun. Oh, 218.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's
All
gonna go
right.
fast. It's definitely not gonna make it through the show, I don't think.
I'll keep my eye on it. We'll keep us updated. And I guess in the meantime, Alts, what color are you feeling?
I'm feeling a little bit pinkish, my friend.
Almost everything I have on is pink, and it's my favorite.
Let's check out some Pinkest tweets.
I love that suit.
Yeah. Which one? My astronaut suit or your legit
You,
suit?
you can think I was talking about the astronaut suit.
I thought you were talking about my astronaut suit. Okay, let's ask the fam in the comments who had a better suit, Alts or ETH.
If you answer Alts, then you don't get any Rob.
Hey, but if you answer Alts, you're likely to get Alts coin.
Damn it. All right.
But anyways, yeah, so let's get to this first one. We got one from the legend, the OG Wolf of LUKSO. My licks price predictions are not too high. Your licks price predictions are too low. Dream big, LUKSO fam. Yes, Wolf is never shy of dreaming big, and always appreciate that.
My favorite part of Wolf is it doesn't matter if you call him nuts or you like go after him because you don't agree with his price predictions. He is unfazed, man. He is cool, calm, and collected.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, no, it's totally true. He's unfazed. The vision is there. Top 3, nothing short of that.
Top 3, nothing short of that. I love that. You know who else is going to the top 3? This unicorn that the Pink Flux found. And the Pink Flux going to ride her all the way up to $1,000 Lux. And this was ahead of the Universal Page launch, and says that January 8th is going to be monumental. And you know what? It was. I agree.
Yeah, it was. You're right. That's a beautiful piece. I want to ride that guy into the top, into $1,000 and just spearhead the $1,000 wall with that unicorn.
Now, if you take the why do we call it a unicorn and not a unihorn? I never got that.
That's a good question, actually.
And then if you take the horn off the unicorn, is it just a Pegasus?
With a rider, that's called a uni.
I
Unique.
just
Oh, that's what it is. Unique horn.
Uh,
It's a rare, unique horn.
is that true?
I just made it up, but it makes sense.
Hmm. Okay.
We'll go with it.
Sure.
Next up, we got one from Ryuki. If you're a Lix holder, drop a comment and I'll follow. So yeah, it's one of those LUKSO holder, follow LUKSO holder. So it's good. It's always definitely good to connect with the fam out there. And because we ride together, we vibe together, right?
For sure. We even teach people how to do things. Like, let's go to the next tweet with Louis. Louis, you can take your phone to take a picture of your screen, or you can take a screen capture. Either one works, my friend.
This one's like proof of work. He's showing that he's also working. If you check the other tabs, he's probably doing projects or something. So new form of proof of work, the
Yeah.
phone screen capture.
I love the pink though. You just went straight pink with it.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no other way.
That's 127 left, friends. There's 127
Oh my
chances
God.
to get into chill whales at mint price.
Love
Okay.
it, love it. Well, let's send Wells, love it. You know what else we should send? Our winner for today.
Da-da-da! The pink coffee cup. GM World. Jack, once again, pulling down the win on the pinkest tweet. I love that photo too, by the way. I would print that out, put that on my wall.
Yeah, I actually really vibe with that. I love it's just kind of a combination of like the pixelation of things, which I always rock with, and it just feels like it's kind of a network forming in the morning. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's like my brain waking up.
Your brain waking up.
I was pretty tired. We were awake late last night testing these graphics. So this is that's my cup of coffee. I had that one plus 2 more this morning.
So that's why you're shaking now. I can tell. Well, let's hear from the legend himself, Bowie.
I didn't strive for success. I strived to do something artistically important.
That means fame.
Now the question is, we're getting sound on this thing. Keep reading the notes. And nope, no sound on that one.
Okay,
Well, we
well.
apologize for no sound. We'll blame Rob. We're going to dock his pay later.
Take back one of those birthday wishes. But yeah, this one we got it from Cupco. The Cupco.coffee is officially open. The first 420 profiles who RSVP will be guaranteed 2 minutes ahead of the public. So we hope you enjoy our community's coffee shop and join us in celebrating being up. So congrats for the team at Cupco there. It was a really cool site, and I did RSVP myself.
Yeah, I did as well. I think that this is really cool. Obviously, friends with Jack and Aureliano, who also is the developer behind MetaHeads. So, some friends here with this project and very excited. And also, I don't want to forget Jem, who brings her, let's say, artistic expertise to this, because I'm not giving Jack credit for the beautiful art here.
Throw him under the bus. Oh, it's all good. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. I can't wait to hear more about that one, fam.
Yep, for sure. We had so many. I don't know why. You know when you get a word or like a phrase locked in your brain, you say it repeatedly. I probably said for sure on this show and the last show, no fewer than 350 times. So
Well,
in this
420 is the number to get to, apparently. So
so in this fashion, art, music, entertainment section, we've had a lot of NFT mints that have gone off on Universal Page, or some that are coming up. So that's kind of what we're focused on here today. Our next one, you can see we had a very small collection dropped by mints and beef banks. Really kind of a cool piece, though. I think there were 10 of these. Were there 10 or 12? I can't remember.
there was only 10. I tried desperately to grab one. I could not. So congrats to the fam who managed to snag. Those are, yeah, super rare.
Yeah, and a vibe too.
Yeah, I really dig those. Yeah. And I don't know what it means or what kind of utility, if anything, or whatever, but even the art alone is amazeballs. So Mints is a legend. So yeah, congrats again to the holders of those guys.
Yeah, sure. So let's just run through a few of these that have come
Sure.
up. Another free mint that we had was January Sunset. This is actually animated, which is kind of cool. I like that one.
Yeah, that one was very cool. I was happy to got up super early for that one. Couldn't miss it. It's a beautiful piece.
Yeah, I did not get one, so that's verifiable. Check Ethelorian's wallet. All right, there is Datzel Elastic Realms. This is the first um, NFT on LUKSO mainnet, right? Like the real
Yep.
collection that was sold. There might have been another one that was created, but like this is the first one that was sold. And Elastic Realms actually went out and purchased one of these on the secondary market this morning. I got a steal.
You did get a steal. I actually managed to mint one of those out the gate, and I've been hodling that guy because I just love the concept of having the first official mainnet minted NFT, and it's a beauty. I've been a fan of Dazzles for a while, so yeah, happy to hold some of their stuff.
Yeah, it's an artifact. I mean, that's what we're going to call it. I mean,
Yeah.
truthfully, fast forward 5 years from now, and someone says, "What was the first NFT on LUKSO?" And you'd say, "Well, on LUKSO mainnet, it was Elastic Realms." I mean, that's a cool piece of history to hold.
Yeah, indeed, indeed. Next up, we got one from the Hub. Who are the LUKSO citizens? They put out another little article here, kind of highlighting what they've got building. Come join them on Common Ground to find out more. So yeah, I'm really excited for this one to get some more updates on where they're at with that stuff.
Yeah, LUKSO Citizens really looks like an interesting project because, again, if we're trying to embrace this digital world, this metaverse presence, the Hub is definitely building in that direction. And you might even get some guest appearances from IP that you are familiar with.
That sounds interesting.
Alpha. All right. Racing through. We had the Pixels drop. We alluded to that before. That was on the 8th as well. I don't know what else I want to say about this one else because we already talked about it.
Yeah, we already highlighted it. We can just move through it. But yeah, shout out to the fam who minted, and yeah, hope everyone has been digging the art out there.
Yep. Okay. Here's a picture that no one could mint, but is an NFT that just has yet to come over to mainnet. Right. This existed out on L14 through the dematerialized. That Karl Lagerfeld gorgeous bag there, alts.
It is a gorgeous bag. Yes, I love the digital version of that. Is super cool.
And where was that photo taken?
That was where was I? Oh, I was on a ship parked on Alpha Pinktori. Best I recall.
Yeah, we might have been doing some testing for something that we're bringing to you in the future, perhaps.
Alpha alert. I need like a little light to just go off up top that just says like ding 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 alpha alert.
All right.
Speaking of alpha, we've got from one of the co-founders of Dematerialized, Marjorie. And so starting the year with a double page feature in Undoxed book. Got a feature on Marjorie and some of those OG NFTs from DMAT, including the Hex Jerzo there. Love that piece. So cool.
Speculation on the Hex Jerzo price. I mean, that's been the hot talk from the people that have them is, I don't know, 4-figure lux. Now, I would say I will never buy one of your Hex Jerzos for the people who copped like 20 of them because you're hoarders, right? Jerks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I even be selling mine. I want to hold that, probably forever anyways.
Yeah, if you minted 20 so I couldn't have any, then be damned. You can just sit with those 20. I hope you wear them all.
But other than that, like there was throughout the years, there was definitely some things on DMAT that sold out instant. Like all those Carl drops, like they sold out instantaneously. As did the artifact drops. And I know a lot of people have been stoked. So did the Teflon stuff. All that stuff just sold out so quickly. So yeah, I know that takes in the next tweet there. We've got some features highlighting some of those NFTs, but that's one of the beautiful parts about this is these NFTs from the OG DMAT will become available in the upcoming weeks and months, fam. So it is here. We are on the precipice of getting those super OG NFTs migrated over. So I know a lot of people have been waiting to cop some of these. So yeah, your time is going to be coming pretty soon, I think.
All you have to do is wait for the soon to become the now, right? Soon TM.
Soon TM will eventually become now.
Now. All right, let's learn visually.
Well, so during that little break there, I just went ahead and checked the chill wells. There's only 52 left. Let's see if we can finish the show before they sell out. Let's go. Just kidding. There's no way we're gonna make
All right, that's ETH wishing it was fancy.
fancy. Yeah, we all know Luxo is the fancy version of ETH. We get to do a lot of cool stuff. We get to have a lot of fun. ETH can just sit there and watch us go ham.
Listen, I'm not sitting there and watching you do anything. What I'm gonna be is I'm gonna be like this guy walking through the crowd, right? And everyone's gonna be kissing the ring. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh man, I mean, this is what it's gonna be like when we're top 10 and all the OGs are walking around. Be
If
like,
you
that's the
don't
guy
think I'll
that
be
was
this ridiculous, then you
pink
don't know
pilling
me.
for years. He's gonna show up to one of those NFT conferences like this, just with a pink version instead of black.
Yeah, it'll be a pink robe. And if you don't think that people are getting wise to what's going on, Nate Alex, very large NFT influencer, over 100 and I think he's got like 170,000 followers on Twitter. What do you notice all the way to the right?
Well, all the way to the right is just the standard
All right,
extension
one
button.
over from the far right.
I see a universal profile browser extension for Nate Alex.
Oh, damn.
So that
Nate
gets me
Alex has
hyped.
got an boom. And guess what Nate
Boom.
Alex has been minting that you could provably see through the trend txs.app. What has he been minting? What collection do you think?
I'm gonna guess some chill wells if I had to guess.
That's right, chill whales, and there's only 31 left, friends.
Sick, sick. Man, yeah, Nate Alex, I've been a fan of his for a long time. He did this amazing project called Chain Faces Arena, which I had so much fun doing. It was like you basically minted these little soldiers, and they were just like different characters, like on the keyboard, and kind of made a little face. And then you entered him into this battle, and the way it worked was you bought them, you enter them in, and then you could pull them out at any time you wanted. And it was basically for each block, it was like a new battle happened. And for every like chunk of battles that you made it through and survived, you got more scars added to your character. So it kept updating the image, which was so cool. And but basically it's like there was a pool of prize money. It took all the mint money, like became a prize pool for this tournament, we'll call it, right? And the longer your character lasted, the bigger your chunk of it was. And I can't remember how many there were. There might have been 20, 25,000 entries. I entered 2. I made it through like, I mean, if you like day 1, right? If you took it out, you might have actually even lost money, right? It was like it took a while before the rewards kind of piled up, where you know, kind of like a poker tournament, you know what I mean? And so at one point, I had both still alive. I went ahead and decided to just cash out one, so I got my money back and maybe a little bit more. And then I let the other guy ride. I think I got like down to like the final 700 out of 20. And then I got too scared, and I was just like, I'm taking him out. I'm taking him out. So I took him out. I had a nice little payday, and then I got to keep my guy with all of his scars on him. Because if you died, you got sent to the graveyard, and you were repped out there. But it was just a really cool concept. And I really hope he does something similar, or or using some sort of on-chain gaming with Luxo, because that would just be next level stuff.
I agree.
Sorry, it was a rant.
That's
I
all I
had so
have to
much fun
say.
with that project.
I agree.
Well, let me ask you if you agree with the next one. Is it a gamble to not hold any licks?
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. So that was Jordan. He was super happy first of the year. Man, I'll fade it. I don't got no licks. Whatever. End of the year, he's like, yeah, I should have had licks. Why
Don't
didn't I
let this be
take a
you.
pink pill? Yeah, don't let this be you.
Don't
'Cause
let
you
this be you.
I can
Or
tell you right now, you should be calculating the level of just you're either gonna have to block us or you're gonna have to own some licks. Otherwise, it's just gonna be unbearable.
oh, so with that in the background, I just checked the chill whales mint. It's minted out. 0. Isn't
Oh,
available.
snap.
And that is the same logic that you gave me this morning. You're like, it's really just a gamble, and are you going to be able to handle the cope of watching other people having fun? And
Exactly
you're
right.
not. And I was like, you're right.
People do not calculate that into their decisions on these things. Like just the amount of pain you're gonna have to go through if you're not a part of some of these things.
Oh God. Yeah. Yeah. Boom. That's right, guys. Boom. 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 All right, cool. Okay. Last one we have. This is actually something that's a little bit more serious. Rob, I love that. Look at the breaking news on the bottom. Sold out.
That's so
Fantastic.
dope. That's so sick.
Sorry, we're really impressed with these new graphics that Rob's put together with the help of Mints. This is something that just put a lot of work and time into. It's not as easy as you think to get this kind of thing done. We do all the production of this show live. This is fuck it, we'll do it live, right? So the fact we're
F-bomb
spread,
alert.
the fact that we're spread out across, multiple different geographic locations and somehow pulling this off for you every week is nothing short of a miracle. All right, look at this picture from Fawn. That's Fawn's cool ass clone in front of a nice picture of Universal Page. The reason that Fawn has that picture up is because Fawn says, who's curious about LUKSO but doesn't know where to begin? It might be the perfect time for us to plan a LUKSO and Universal Page live community tutorial so more of you can get in on the early days of action. She got the idea from a LUKSO newbie to host a live session where we can walk through a bunch of stuff. Maybe an ELI 5 on LUKSO, how to download the Universal Profile browser extension, set up Universal Profile, create an account on Universal Page, mint something on Universal Page. And then I would say create up, take advantage of the recovery service of Universal Page as well. I think that this is a great idea here. Please go in the description for the show, find this tweet, and let Fawn know if you're interested. I think you
Yes,
should.
I love this initiative. I can't wait to see more and more of this because it's really key for us to all kind of have a great understanding of what this ecosystem is about, so we can help educate. Because, like you said, there's 1,000 new people coming in daily now making universal profiles, and they're going to make their way onto the Twitter X, right? And it's going to be up to us to kind of help educate them. So, yeah, I love this, and I can't wait to see more of this type of stuff.
Yes, I want as many users as possible on this blockchain before I unleash my project Only Beards.
Do you only take subscriptions in Robcoin?
That's right. Rob Coin is going to power Only Beards. All right.
Oh my God.
Oh God. All right, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, you enjoyed the show today, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thank you all for the support. And I will add that we have new programming that we are adding very shortly here to the slate of Pink Pill Productions. Teaser for maybe 45 seconds from now.
Yes. Alpha alert alarm. Where is it?
All right. Before we get there, KuCoin. If you want to participate in this quiz campaign, you stand to maybe make a little lux with your knowledge. KuCoin's willing to reward you for answering some questions. If you're like me and you like free things, this might be a situation that you want to be aware of.
I think you had to have like $500 in trading volume to be able to enter and do the questionnaire.
Boo.
Yeah, there's always a caveat, but yes, it is free money otherwise. So for those of the family who are traders or who want to get involved, check it out and see if you qualify.
Okay. Now time
What's
for the
up
alpha.
next? What do we got next? What's up with KEEZ?
Oh, boom. In Common Ground, the Web3 community platform that we've all been waiting for. On Wednesday, we're going to have our first Lightning Talk event. So far, the guests include Louis O'Connor, Jack Grills, Leadfoot, who we didn't even mention that, absolutely minted out in about 0.0000001 seconds. His mint pass this morning. And Dwoobs. I'm not sure whether it's Check It who's coming or who, but we'll have Dwoobs on as well. So good stuff. Lightning Talks. 5 hot minutes to tell us what you think and what you're working on.
I love this. This is such a cool concept. Lightning Alpha rounds. I love it. Common Ground is going to be a wonderful place to do a lot of this stuff moving forward, fam. So if you are not on Common Ground, make sure you come join the Meta Heads and KEEZ Common Grounds to get that alpha. And you can also connect that universal profile that you have, and it'll show your little icon. And they're going to be rolling out more and more integrations with LSPs and things moving forward. So it's only going to get better from here.
Yeah, if you saw the note that just popped up on the top of the screen, Sage says anyone is welcome to talk. So that means don't be shy. If you've got something to say, come here and tell us what you're working on. I was blown away. I saw like Tusi was watching this. I saw some comments earlier. Like that was a killer hackathon project that you had with Phygital. If you want to pop on and just give us 5 minutes of kind of like what you were working on or what you're doing or what you're thinking or just connect with people, perfect opportunity for that. And that's what we're trying to cultivate with these Lightning Talks, the ability for creators, ability for community members to get in and connect and build relationships and start to see where that synergy goes.
Love it. Love it. I love this network effect within our community. Just everybody building out there and creating and educating. It's the energy it's a vibe, man. We're picking up steam at just the right time.
Mm.
Well, Eth, before we head out, I actually had a quick question for you. You ready?
No, no, I'm not.
Perfect. Perfect. Let me ask you this. Why should you wear glasses to math class?
If anyone knows, punch in that answer.
Do not do it. Do not help him. Watch him sweat and squirm.
I have no idea.
Because it helps with division.
Well, do it live.
But yeah, let's put a little cherry on top of this one more time for Rob. Happy birthday, Rob.
R.O.B. Rob. R.O.B. Rob. Rob, 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 Rob.
Happy birthday, Rob. And shout out to all the fans that joined us live. We appreciate you and hope your weekend is off to a wonderful start. And all those who watch on their own time, we appreciate you as well. So we are on the ride. Keep spreading the good word. Keep handing out those pink pills, fam. And yeah, do what you do best and stay pink.